We are back on trail after 2 days off because of Ember's situation. We're pretty sure that the medicine worked out just perfect. It's like night and day from when we did this hill last time. But the vet had said, we went in on Monday, and the vet said he was pretty sure it was a tick-borne illness and not Lyme's disease, but to take it easy until Wednesday. So she had 2 days of laying in the shade, laying in the sun, eating all the treats, and she is a totally different dog. And now the only downside is that we have to climb Quimby Mountain for the second time, which is fine. I've done it once now. And we hung out at the most amazing trail angel's house. His name was Tom. His trail name was Plans Too Much. And he lives in Rutland, and him and his wife, Catherine, just showed me all around Rutland. And Tom and I went on a little mini walk down by this gorge yesterday. And they let me camp in their yard and do laundry and shower. And it was so amazing. And if I needed to go back to the vet, I could have. And he also said that he can come pick me up on the other side of Quimby if Ember starts to have problems and needs to go back to the vet. So that's just so good to know. I mean, and I try to find the silver lining to all of this because I feel like it was just I was in such a bad place when Ember was sick, and I just felt so helpless, and I just couldn't help her, and I didn't know what was wrong. But it's so good knowing that there are people here that will help you and want to help you. So we could not have had this problem in a better place. And now, we know the signs, and the vet made me feel really good. He was kind of telling me, he's like, her weight is good, her heart and her lungs sound great, her paws look awesome. And, the only thing that we have to worry about is just the stiffness in her joints. And he said, I'm pretty sure that it's something that will be cured in about 3 days. And he said, even with, and I was like, well, we had the Lyme shot and we had taken a topical. What? And he said, sometimes even when you're doing everything right, there are things that will slip through the cracks. And when I'm carrying Ember down this mountain on Monday morning, I'm just feeling like the most awful dog mom, and I'm just bawling, and I'm just in the most awful place. And I think he could sense that, and he definitely made me feel better. He told me I was doing everything right, and that they see lots of trail dogs that are neglected and not taken care of, and Ember was not one of them. So it made me feel really good. So we're off today. We're gonna do a short 8-mile day. He still said to reduce exercise through Wednesday. So we're gonna do 8 miles. One of my friends actually came to Tom's house yesterday, so that was really cool to see, and we're gonna meet up with her later today too. So hopefully this goes well today, and we just have a relaxing 8-mile hike besides this really awful steep hill. And we're gonna camp by a stream and let Ember have that 3rd day of rest, and we should be golden by tomorrow. So. On Vermont Route 12, there's this store called On the Edge. And I was honestly just planning on stopping in for some strawberries. Except I ended up getting strawberries, jerky, ice cream, soda, Gatorade, and a Starbucks coffee. So hopefully this will all power me up the next hill. This may be the remnants of a V8 bus. To be honest, if I can barely get up this hill, I'm not surprised. This is where this vehicle has come to rest. If you guys want to know how hot it is, I've been hiking for 1/3 of a mile, and I wasn't dripping before we started. It is hot, people. Also, I can't remember if earlier I mentioned that I'd also bought strawberries. So I didn't just like buy shit. I mean, I did. Nothing I bought was of value except my strawberries. Well, my Gatorade was good. And the soda was natural. So, but in other news, I hit 700 miles today, which is super cool. And I don't know, kind of outside of Woodstock, so I've kind of got this like 1960s playlist going on. So, ooh, but it's hot. It's like, I think they said it was gonna get to 87 today with like 95% humidity, which is A+ hiking weather, clearly. So, but we did take a break from noon until 3. It was gonna just be noon to 2, but Ember was still panting just sitting on the porch at 2, so we decided 3. Yeah. Oh. So I just spent all of 45 minutes climbing to this view. If I can get it to stay, just wait. If I can get it to stay, but I was reminded that it was 4th of July today, and I know that these videos are 2, maybe even 3 weeks delayed, but I have to tell you what, before I left for this trail, I heard all the time the phrase that I'm gonna move and I'm mad at politics and I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna go to Canada or Mexico. But something that's super cool about this trail is that I am reminded every day why I live here, and that the views like this were given to me on a golden spoon just by being born on American soil. And I think that sometimes it's easy to forget that views like this are part of who we are as America when we're just sitting in front of the TV and we're mad or something isn't going our way or whatever. But honestly, it's like people who want to leave and want to move, the trail's for you. You need to get out here and you need to see what it is that you're fighting for when you're mad about stuff. Because there's beautiful views in Canada and there's beautiful views in Mexico, but it's not this exact view. It's not this one or that one. It's a different view. And I think these views are pretty cool after you do all the work to get them. Oh, it's water, maybe? I don't know. Is it going to be lemonade? Water and snacks. Snacks! We made it into New Hampshire, and when we got into Hanover, it was hot. And the road walk from our shelter to the Hanover post office was really hard on Ember. She struggled a little bit with the heat, but at the end of the day, we got to a trail angel's house and was there for the night. It was the most wonderful trail angel. Her name was Jenny. She's a priest at the Episcopalian Church, which we had walked right by back in Norwich, Vermont, so back on the Vermont side. And she fed us this Vermont cheese and Vermont jam, and we had beverages and beer and we were up really early and it was still so hot. And we hiked yesterday really slow. It was grossly hot, like a 99% humidity. It did thunderstorm last night, which was good. And it needed to thunderstorm, it needed to rain. And Ember and I slept from 6 at night until 6 in the morning, like corpses. It was amazing. But today, the weather is way better, and we are hiking to Smart Mountain Shelter today. And we just finished Heath Sledge. I think it's called Heath Sledge. And we're about to come up to a pretty cool view. And it's a slow 12-mile day today. And a slower 12-mile day tomorrow because we start the whites on Sunday, so Tuesday we'll start the whites. We're going to go to the Hikers Welcome Hostel and we're going to kind of Nero into there so we can rest up and prepare for some big climbs. We're at the vet again, this time in Hanover. We were just descending Mount Smart or Smart Mountain, and she was fine, but on the uphill she did not want to go. I had to carry her on a dirt road for like a mile before we ran into these people doing trail maintenance and true trail angels. They brought us all the way 40 minutes to Hanover to the vet, and we're here now waiting on blood work. We were here a week ago with Ember. Well, we were in Rutland a week ago with Ember at the vet, and we're hoping that whatever it is all figured out by the end of the day, whatever it is. So Ember, are we back for more tests? Are we back for more tests? Huh? Are we? Hmm? As you can tell, we are not on trail. We are in a rental car, and Ember has a diagnosis of Addison's disease or pre-Addisonian disease. And well, she's super excited to continue working out and going on trail. It's just not in her best interest. We are here in Boston, actually. The vet recommended in his professional opinion that we send her home. So my mom and my sister flew into Boston, and they are going to drive Ember home in a rental car. So, which is a huge deal. It's a huge deal to come all the way out here and do that for us. So it's gonna be so different and so hard not having her with me. Sometimes when I think about it, I get like super sad. But she did just about 800 miles of the trail, which is no small feat. And I think that's amazing. And Michael is happy to have her home and excited to have her home. It's just the process of getting her there. And then the change for me being on trail without her. Today I emptied out like my pack and all the things that were in it that were hers, and it's just so sad. But I know that it's best for Ember to go home and rest. So when my mom and my sister take Ember back to Rochester, I will be driving from Boston back to Hanover and get a shuttle back to right before Heath Sledge, Moosilauke area. So one step at a time. I am back in West Lebanon, and before I get back on trail, I have to do a few different resupply things. I need to get a little breakfast and a little dinner, and I also need to get a fuel cell, which is why I am here. Also, new shirt. New me? I don't know. Mission resupply has been accomplished. Now I need to drive back to the Lebanon airport to drop off the car and then call an Uber where some sad poor soul is going to be driving me 40 minutes back to where I got off originally. It it's so weird not having Ember here. Like, I almost like instinctively went to the pet food aisle when I went into Walmart because I'm just so used to doing that. In other news, it's super hot, so I'm a little like crazy, I think, for starting so late in the day. It's about noon, so